So, after Genevieve finishes dealing with Lyle Kirsten, the Tremere Primogen, and having her haven swapped to the Regent Hotel in the north end of the old city, she is free and clear to follow up on the rest of her life. Everyone else, it seems to be wandering off to take care of their own errands and whatnot. Marie is headed back to her apartment to pick up a few more things. Roland has a few leads to follow up on. And Genevieve has an appointment at 10 o'clock, but before that, and it's about 7 now, the evening is her own.
Okay. The very first thing she's going to do is, I assume Henriette is at the club, right? Usually that's her base of operations.
She moves around a lot.
Okay.
The best way to figure out where she is, if you need to get in touch with her, is to text her. Oh, also, sorry, I almost forgot. As the whole thing with Lyle wanting a mug of everyone's blood is kind of progressing, after that, before she actually falls to slumber, Genevieve finds that she has a message from Henriette.
Okay.
And there is no text. It's just a scat of photos. And the first is her kind of snuggled up doing duck lips with a guy, young, very pretty guy, who's clearly stoned out of his mind, like, yeah. And then the next one is them kind of nuzzling more. And then it's some kissing. And then it gets a little more erotic. And then they get downright pornographic.
Okay, so the response is a text of keyboard smash, and then a text of how dare you right before I literally can't stay awake. And then meet me tomorrow at the club before my appointment.
When you rise the next night, you find a text, Rose, question mark, which
What
is
it?
Rose,
Okay.
Pink, the club you met her at.
Yes.
Okay. The response is, I'm busy till 6.
No AM or PM?
6 p.m.
Oh, okay. What time do I wake up?
It has, the days have been growing shorter, meaning the nights have been growing longer, and it's well and fully into fall now. So you actually get up about 5:45.
Okay, perfect. All right, great. I'll meet you there at 7. So, put that away for now. Okay.
Yeah, and so there's a little bit of wrap up with Lyle as he confirms a few things with everyone. He informs Genevieve of her clan. Although your blood is awfully thin, you might want to do something about that before you end up a nameless mutt, basically. Yeah.
Okay.
But
what,
then,
okay, that would be important for, I guess, this next scene. What does that mean? Just, yeah. How does he explain what that means? Thickening up my blood.
Between Lyle and the rest of the group, it is explained that caitiff vampires, caitiff kindred, are those without any real clan. Okay. And having no clan, they basically have no nation, no family, no heritage.
Okay. So Genevieve is at risk of becoming caitiff, or is she caitiff? Okay.
At the moment, you are at risk of it. There's a funny interplay between who embraces you and who raises you, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Um, for instance, it's pointed out that Anais was embraced by a Toreador, and if she had not been sent to be mentored by a Toreador, she may have been Caitiff herself, or something else.
Okay. So it's the mentorship that's going to thicken up her blood, so to speak, or does she need to do
Yeah,
something to thicken her blood?
yeah. Six of one, half dozen of the other. There's no other process to it.
Okay.
It's squishy. Uh, there are rumors of folks being embraced, and then no matter what happened to them after that, they stay. Their clan breeds true, basically.
Okay. Okay. And I will find out what the clan is during session, I'm sure, because yeah, of course. All right. So after that, all right, that's fine. So as long as there's nothing that she wants to go and do tonight, like not like she has to like feed another vampire or something.
No, that's a bad idea, actually.
Okay, good to know. Uh, okay. So then in that case, Geni is going to, I guess, get back into the clothes from last night.
Mhm.
And like, as long as she has time, she's gonna book it over to the hostel that she's sharing with Lex.
Yeah.
Um, and then get changed into
Mhm.
whatever her working clothes for the night are gonna be.
Mhm.
Um,
And Lex is there,
okay.
and
Uh, so she'll kind of like rush in and be like, "Hey, I don't have super much time to talk, but like, I have so much to tell you."
okay, well, hi.
Hey, yeah.
And they're sitting on their bed doing some inventory and cash counting.
Okay. I would have texted them last night too. It'd been like, "Hey, not gonna be back tonight." I think I said that in game
Yeah,
actually.
yeah,
That
that.
yeah, I'm not gonna be back tonight. Uh, so I've got a new place to sleep every night because I have to. Uh, yeah. So there's like, all right. I don't even know all the details yet, but there's some kind of like vampire, or rather kindred. Should have started using kindred. There's some kind of kindred like society. It's basically the reason why neither of us knew about kindred before I got embraced is because like I guess there's this whole society with like rules and stuff that are making sure that like, you know, they remain secret. Anyway, they kind of found me and I
I mean, that makes
don't
sense.
yeah, they kind of
Are they
found me and I don't
are they actually the Illuminati?
are they actually what?
The Illuminati?
Um maybe? Probably. I don't know. Look, all I know at this point is that like there's clearly a lot of stuff I don't understand. Um and it was made very clear to me that if I don't like register with them, then they would just put me down. So, yeah, I know. Not so thrilled about that. Um but I figure, better to better to register and follow some of their rules than to just like risk getting chased around by thousands-year-old kindred who, you know, could probably take me out without even breaking a sweat. Well, we don't sweat anymore, but you get the point. Without even breaking a sweat.
Ah,
Um,
that's fucked up.
yeah, it's real fucked up, and I'm not super thrilled about it, and I'm trying to kind of keep the panic down at the moment. But um, yeah, so the point of that is that they have this whole thing about how we're supposed to sleep in their like hotel.
Okay.
Um, so it has something to do with like I guess so they're not the people that embraced me. The people that embraced me, I actually found out who they are too, and they're like this super douchey enemy faction who. All right, so like in the middle of getting ready, but stops for a second and like plants a hand on the desk and goes, "All right, so get this: the two options that I have apparently for larger kindred organizations are the authoritarian secret society Illuminati shit, or the people waging war against them who, I kid you not, kill people for shits and giggles and turn them into kindred just to cause a little chaos."
That's even more fucked up.
Yeah, and so they're the ones who turned me. Uh, so
But
not
wait, hold on. Where did Henriette and Emilio fit into this?
I don't know. Like she said before that they were independents, and like I think maybe there's a way to be independent, and like maybe that's something that I can figure out over time. But like I'm already like a little bit anxious about how much I'm relying on Henriette, and I don't. Basically, I was the three options I seem to be faced with is like get deep into figuring out Henriette and Emilio's thing and see if I can get protection from them, get protection from the Department of Kindred, or get protection from the murder gang. So I don't know. I kind of just made a split second decision last night because I was cornered by three of the, well, not cornered, they weren't really attacking me, but sort of cornered by three of the people that are part of the society. They're called Camarilla, by the way, just so I could stop calling them the society. Um, I was with three people who were Camarilla, and that seemed to be the most pertinent thing. And according to her, like it's getting an ID card and figuring out my thing from there. I don't know. I don't know. And at this point, she kind of like stops and like leans against the side of the closet and like takes a breath, which unnecessary, but she does it anyway. Um, Lex, it's a fucking lot, and there's a lot of rules, and there's a lot of stuff I don't know, and I feel like, oh my god, it's
Here, they get up and they come to you and take your hands in theirs, and they say, "Look, it sounds like there's a lot going on. It sounds like maybe you're buying yourself some time.
yeah,
Yeah. So go take your time." And they kind of palm something into your hand.
mm-hmm.
It is small and smooth.
Okay,
Go take your time. And whatever I can do to help you figure this out, I will do.
thank you, Lex. It means the world to me, and give them a big hug.
And they kiss the
Um,
top of your head and they give you a big rub.
all right, I'm gonna glance down at the thing in my hand and finish getting ready.
Oh, it's a pill.
Can
And
I take pills?
if you bring this up with Lex, they say, "Well, you've got a date tonight, right?"
Yeah. Huh?
Show him a good time.
Well, okay.
Hard day.
What is it? So I can. I'm not gonna, you know, drug someone without their consent. What is it?
What would Lex give Geni to help her chill out?
To help her chill. Oh, Molly then.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. All right. say thank you. I really appreciate this. And then finish getting dressed. Not going to put on makeup yet because I imagine there's not much time at the moment. And that's something that you can just do at the club. So kind of packs it into an extra purse. And then kisses Lex on the cheek and then scoots out of there.
And they go back, don't die!
I already did it once. Wasn't great. And then jogs off. Kind of. So by the time that she gets to the club, just kind of spaced out and like trying to bring the anxiety and everything under control because it's a fucking lot, and she's feeling really overwhelmed right now. And so he gets to the club a little bit before 7, if possible, or like right at 7, and heads back to the office. Says hi to Charles. Was it? Yeah,
Charles.
Says hi to Charles on the way. Blows him a kiss and says, "I'll get with you later."
Okay, I'm here.
Did Geni actually get to feed last night?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So
Yeah.
so the reason that she still had the wounds for a while that night and was like tying them off and taking care of them instead of actually like healing them was a vague knowledge of the fact that she would get very hungry and wanted to keep that self-control. So kind of balanced like, all right, I'm going to keep these bullet wounds. And then once I know I can feed, I'm going to heal them up.
Yeah. And not to be tedious about it, but they would have been able to provide Geni with as much blood as she had spent to heal her wounds and whatever she might have had to spend previously that night.
Okay.
Blush of life, just
Yeah.
general rising, stuff like that. She would have gone to sleep. She would have gone to slumber full.
Okay.
And then getting up this evening would have just been 1 blood point.
Okay. All right. So yeah, I think net I'm only down one blood. Okay. All right. Okay. So heads into the office.
Henriette is not there.
No.
Excuse me. But Emilio is. And he says, something I can do for you?
Oh, I was just looking to meet Henriette. Do you know where she is?
Oh, I think she's elsewhere in the club.
Okay, I'll go look for her.
I hear you're picking up the job nicely.
She'd been just turning to leave and then kind of like stops the door and it's like, I like to think I am. Is that what she's telling you?
Mm-hmm. That and the other girls I run into. It's I want you to know just how special you are, that she wanted to take you on new, fresh like that. She's usually a little bit pickier. She likes to be top of the pyramid, as it were.
I mean, I got the sense that she's absolutely top of the pyramid and you need some of those base stones to build the pyramid, but I'm glad that she thinks I'm doing well. Am I still? So I think she's been, when she's not working, when she's not actually like out on the job, she's dancing at the club, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Rose is good for that. They have another club the name of which I wrote down, that is good for that. And then there are a few other clubs around town that you're welcome to, excuse me, do your thing at.
Okay. How about the dancing? Is that still up to standard? I know that I'm better at.
I hear no complaints.
That's all I can ask for. Thanks, Amelia.
I need to
And
say anything as you leave.
okay. And then heads off to find Henriette. Where is she?
She has claimed the same booth that you were chatting in before.
Okay.
There is a wait person still piling half full cups and a few cans of beer and stuff onto a big tray to clear the table.
Mm-hmm.
And she is having a martini.
I'll slide into the booth. Hey.
Hello there, darling. So first, fucking tell me everything about finding this guy.
Oh my god. Okay. So turns out I know who turned me. And so like I know you told me before that, Shovelhead, but I actually found out the details. I found one of the guys who did it. And
How many pieces is he in now?
none actually. And like, okay, I get it. Here's the thing. So I guess I can like really, so that charm thing that you were telling me that I can do?
Mm-hmm.
Turns out I can do it hardcore. And so I completely charmed him. Like he was absolutely into me. And wanted to do, like, totally thought I was the greatest. And so I figured it's better to have someone who, among the Sabbat, who thinks that I'm the fucking bee's knees, than it is to just have someone in pieces and no lead to follow up on.
Mm-hmm.
So let him go. Uh,
Look at you. Smart girl.
I try. Okay, so that's what happened. And I was part of like the attack on the Grand Teatra. I was just there for chaos. That's it. No, nothing important. Anyway, but in the process, um, I was actually, like, as I was trying to question him and everything, um, I was found by some Camarilla kindred. Um, I didn't super have a way out of that situation, so I had to register with the Camarilla. Um,
Are they like stamping hands now?
I guess, I don't know. They took a little bit of my blood, and like I think they were trying to figure out what clan I am, or I don't know if it's something beyond that. Okay, what could possibly? Okay, well, when you make that face, this is what I was worried about. They told me it wasn't anything bad.
This is so bizarre. What did you? Did anyone mention the word Tremere or
Yeah.
thaumaturgy?
Since we haven't done that scene yet, have they mentioned
Yes.
thaumaturgy?
Yeah.
Or okay? Yes, both of those actually.
Oh,
What does that mean?
the Tremere are a clan of wizards. They use a kind of blood magic. I don't know a lot about it, but
Crap. Okay.
it's from what I understand, that's the kind of thing they can do. They can tell you your clan. They can suck your blood out of you from across the room.
Oh no.
They can make it boil in your veins.
Neat.
Yeah. So
Okay.
wait, did you find out?
Yes. I'm blank.
And that would be Bruja.
Oh, it is Bruja? Okay. Yeah, turns out I'm Bruja.
Bruja.
Yeah. They kind of explained the gist of them to me, and like, if I had to pick one, it's pretty cool. But
Cool.
uh,
I. You're Bruja
mhm.
and friendly with the Camarilla.
As of now, like I said, so the point is, I'm gonna be sleeping there, because they instituted this whole set
Sleeping
of
where?
rules at the Regency Hotel. Um, right. So okay. So this is really important, really really important, and we'll get back to whatever your thought was a second ago. But they are on high alert for any kind of kindred who are not like part of the Camarilla. They're really concerned about the Sabbat, so they're keeping a really close eye on feedings outside of their prescribed like zones. Uh, in fact, they said that something that Emily has in her notes. Um, oh no, I didn't write down the locations. Uh,
To backfill, it's Private Havens and La Fabrique, which is a club.
okay. Okay. So they said that they're only allowing feedings at Private Havens and La Fabrique, and that everyone has to haven at the Regent. Now, I don't know
Everyone?
every one of the Camarilla, I guess, because what they're trying to do is they're trying to, I guess, figure out who's Sabbat, because they're the ones not getting this information from the cams. So, point is, be careful. Like, I know you don't have to worry too much about it, but I don't know how many other people are with you and Emilio. They need to be really careful about not getting caught feeding out in public. I don't know if they have. Now that I know that there's blood magic, I don't know if they have some magical tracking method to see, like, I don't know if they can detect a feeding or something like that. But that's what they're looking out for. Now, I imagine they're probably looking more for, like, literally people, like, feeding in an alley, because it's the Sabbat, and I'm getting from their whole vibe that they give exactly zero shits. So, like, my guess would be that subtle feeding is probably fine, but we just got to be careful.
This is all kinds of interesting. Do you want to play a game?
Okay, Jigsaw, what's up?
The first step is that you keep your friends in the Camarilla.
Really, you're not mad?
The extra friends.
Okay.
Best friends. As part of Clan Bruja, you would get to know their Primogen, a man by the name of Theodore. Get to know him very well, if you can.
Okay.
And tell me everything. That's step one.
Okay. All right. Is there anything that I should know about? Do they know some of you guys?
Bordeaux is not that big a city. We all know each other.
Right.
But they don't know you. And This could be fun.
Should I keep your name out of my mouth? Or does it...
Absolutely.
Got it. Okay. So the way it was kind of explained and presented is that there's kind of two options, Camarilla and Sabbat. What are y'all up to?
How very sectarian. No, there are lots of options. The Camarilla think that they are all of vampire society, and the Sabbat are just some, I don't know, psychopaths. The Sabbat think that they are the true kindred, honoring the legacy of Cain, and see everyone else as I don't know, heretics or infidels or something.
Gross.
But then there's everyone else who can keep a level head about this. We, as you say, we do our own thing. There's us. There's a few other clans who, as a whole at least, claim neither allegiance. But we have our places. We are powerful.
Mm-hmm.
We have our own pieces of influence, and we keep our own unlives and our own company.
Okay. I mean,
your unlives.
well, you're definitely somewhere in between, right?
I can still get a tan.
I know, but you're also not mortal. Not really.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So that being said, now, if I'm doing this and it's benefiting you, I'm going to do my absolute best in any way, shape, or form to never bail on a client or to make myself available for appointments.
You don't know how sweet what you're going to be doing is.
Okay.
I will let you work as much or as little as you want.
Okay.
This is a pet project. If you need me to pay you as if I were a client, I can do that.
Seems only fair to me.
This is important to me.
Okay. Then I will... Obviously, we'll want to keep coded just in case, because I noticed that, like, pretty much when I was with the Camarillas the first time, like, one of them just, like, as soon as I whipped out my phone, like, lasered in on it trying to see what I was doing.
Oh,
so
yeah.
just in case, we'll obviously want to... I'm going to change your name in my phone, and we'll, speak mostly in code. And we can, figure that out. But at least about this kind of stuff. Yeah. Okay. If you're okay with me losing some clients, but you're paying me instead, I'm very okay with that.
And she comes over and pecks you. And that is when you also realize that she smells like blood. And this is not you're hungry, everyone living smells like blood because they all have blood in their veins and they're walking Happy Meals. Like, you know that you can really smell it when blood has left a body, has been spilled.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what she smells like.
Did you feed recently?
No, I'm not due for another, well, not yet.
Okay. How often do you have to?
Monthly? More often if there are emergencies.
Mm. Hmm. Is it good for you, or is it kind of like you choke it down once every month to kind of just deal? And while she looks off to kind of like think about the answer to that, quick glance down her body looking for signs of blood anywhere on her.
Give me a perception plus alertness roll. Difficulty. Difficulty 6.
Okay, perception plus alertness. So 2, 2, 4. Difficulty 6, you said?
Mm-hmm.
2 successes.
Okay. You notice that she, like, the blood is what immediately caught your attention because that's a scent you're attuned to.
Mm-hmm.
But she also smells like expensive soap and hair product.
Yeah.
So she probably has bathed recently.
Okay.
And she has already red nail polish. And it looks like it's fresh.
Okay.
So if she were handling blood or meat or something, and she were not able to get it like from around her fingernails, which is often hard to clean, it would be hard to tell.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. Um. Okay. Trying to think if there's anything else I need to talk to her about tonight.
And she responds to the question,
All right.
I would be a liar if I didn't say that vampiric vitae was pleasurable to consume, but it is by far the most tedious part of my existence.
Okay. Okay. I can see that. That makes sense. Just because it's like it probably were off like the pure pleasure and joy of it wore off how many years ago?
Stopped being novel very quickly.
Not gonna tell me how old you are you?
Maybe when you're old enough.
Yeah, I'm realizing that like my age is a whole thing now.
Ugh, don't let them get you down about that, though. I mean, not to blow my own cock or anything, but I have never actually been embraced. But I can run circles around half the kindred in this city.
Oh yeah? Why haven't you been embraced?
Have you ever had coq au vin
Uh,
or religieuse?
what'd you say? Sorry.
Or religieuse? They're pastries, little French pastries. They're
Oh,
supposed to look like nuns.
oh yeah. Why?
You'll never have them again.
Fair point. Yep, fair point. Right, of course. Got caught up with the cool stuff and forgot that I'm fucking dead. Um. Okay. Great. Fuck.
But not to be a downer, you get to have all kinds of other fun. I actually have been looking for a personal moment to tell you. You know how I said no feeding on clients? Someone would definitely pay extra for that.
Mm-hmm.
I found him.
Did you?
Mm-hmm. Your 10 o'clock is, nothing very exciting.
Okay.
I want to be choked a little bit, but, I know. But the second one wants to do a bit of a role play
Oh.
where he is an aggressor who finds himself having picked the wrong target. You game?
Extremely. Yeah, that sounds great.
And remember, no killing, but
No.
certainly be able to take the edge off.
You are wonderful. Thank you. Good. Is there a chance you think he'll be a regular?
Only if you do your job well.
I don't know how to do anything else.
That's my girl. She gives Genevieve another peck on the cheek and says, I have a meeting to get to.
Okay.
A little bit of an HR problem, but I will have, but just call Usman, give him about half an hour, 45 minutes to come get you, and then, he'll be able to get you where you need to be for 10.
You got it.
And
Thank you.
she slides out and strides off.
Okay. At this point, I'm going to keep an eye on where she's going.
She leaves.
Like out the front door?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm also going to head out the front door on my phone. Just kind of subtly. Like, do the whole standing outside having a cigarette thing. And
Oh, yeah. And a few minutes after she exits the building, a car comes and collects her.
What's the car look like?
Black town car. Like
Can I?
a luxury taxi service.
Okay. All right. Doesn't really help anything. Okay.
So what it looks like. At least. I mean, if you want to grab the plate or whatever.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
Yeah.
Grab plate. Okay. I will make you look up what French license plate configurations are. We'll just. I imagine it's simply
I'm making a note.
perfect. Okay. Okay. So that's that. I'm not gonna follow her much further, but I'm so curious about the blood under her fingernails thing, or potentially painted her fingers in blood. Smells like blood. She's got red nail polish. Like, what do you want from me?
I mean, that is, not to give anything away, but that's an angle I hadn't considered.
Nah. Okay. So I guess at this point, what time is it about now?
At this point, it would be 7:30, 7:45.
Okay. So there's like a number of hours before. I think at this point, heads back in and talks to Charles a little bit. And just kind of, yeah, okay. Heads back in and talks to Charles and is like, hey, Question:
Hmm.
Did you notice anything extra weird about Henriette tonight?
You mean weirder than normal?
Yeah, weirder than normal.
No.
Hmm.
Looked like she when she got here stopped in, talked to Emilio for a minute, and went and found herself a booth.
Okay.
And he puts a cup down on the bar in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
This is a game he plays. He's trying to guess your drink.
Okay. Chin hands.
It is a copper cup. It looks like it's got a lime in it, and ice
Is this
cubes.
a Moscow Mule?
Mm-hmm.
It's up there, but not quite. I know. It looks beautiful though, and he knows, right? We've had this I've had a conversation with him that
He knows what.
I'm kindred.
I didn't think so. Is that something
Okay, great.
you
Not necessarily.
Okay.
Oh God. So then, what do I do in these situations?
No, then he picks it up, dumps it out. I'll get it one of these days.
You will. So I don't know. Just both her and Emilio were extra friendly with me tonight, and I know it probably says something about me that makes me extra suspicious, but now I'm extra suspicious about it, and I don't know. If you didn't notice anything weird, then
Well, I didn't notice anything weird, but I'll tell you what I think is normal for them. Who leans over the bar? They're not good people.
I know.
You're right to be suspicious. They take care of who works for them as long as you keep doing your job. But don't think for a second that they are nice.
Okay, I know, but it's just feeling lost lately, and it's like they're the ones who are offering the least awful safety.
Hmm.
Who do they associate with? Who are some of the who should I keep an extra eye out for?
Well, I mean, there's Emilio,
Right.
there's Henriette, and there's partner Ricky, or I'm sorry, Remy.
Remy? Okay, tell me about Remy.
Yeah, I don't know. He's runs things like the boss, but he's second banana.
Emilio?
Hmm. Sorry, Remy. It takes orders from Emilio, treats him like a big brother or something.
Interesting. What's Remy look like?
Un moment, s'il vous plaît. So this is Remy.
Say that he pulls out a picture on his phone or something.
Yeah. And then
oh no, he's hot.
Oh, sorry. This is Emilio.
Oh no, he's hot too.
So, yeah, Charles says, and then they've got their pimps and dealers. Hami sometimes hangs out with this guy in not the kind of guy you would expect to see with low lives like them. He wears a suit, usually a bow tie. He's weird. I think his name's Dominique, something like that.
Okay. You got a picture of him?
No.
Okay, that's fine. What do they get into, or you don't know? They only talk about shit in the office.
Yeah. I
That's what I thought.
I keep my nose clean.
No, it's good policy. Look, better policy than what I'm doing. You know.
Look, I'm not about to tell you how to live your life, but you know, any port in a storm, you end up on the rocks.
Yeah, but at least when you're on the rocks, you have something to hold on to instead of just being out in the storm.
Just don't settle, okay?
No, I'm keeping my cards close to my chest. It's something funny about settling, right? Like you don't necessarily know you're settling until you find something better. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just keeping my eyes out, and I appreciate you looking out for me. Like it means a lot, you know.
If you, I know Henriette works her people kind of hard, but if you're around on Thursday, I'm going over to my sister's for lunch. I could take you.
Uh,
Not a date.
no,
Uh,
no, no, no. I know.
you know, people.
Right.
People who aren't going to get arrested someday.
I wish I could, but she has me busy literally every day, and then when I'm not, sleeping through the day because I have to stay up all night to work, um, I'm pretty much from the moment I wake up, right until sunset is when I'm busy with shit for that. But if like if we could do dinner sometime, I would love that.
Yeah, okay. I'll let you know.
Okay. I'm sorry. I would love
No,
to.
no, it's fine.
You kind of laughs and puts her head in her hand and says, "You're the first person that I've met in France
Excuse me. It's
who."
okay. Give me a minute. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. Never mind. I'm being stupid. Uh, I'm just gonna. I got a couple hours until my first client. I'm gonna change and dance for a bit, I think.
Okay. Well,
Thanks, Charles.
you get thirsty, you let me know.
You're the first person I'll tell. Promise. And then she'll go change.
And shake that moneymaker
Mm-hmm.
and wander off to her first appointment of the evening.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, you know that your other new friends will be getting back together and will want a word with you.
Okay. I'll just make sure that doesn't conflict with my second appointment.
Sorry, your appointments were pretty close together.
Oh, perfect. Okay, great.
Yeah.
Okay. Tell me about the second guy, because he's going to be a recurring fixture, I assume. So he's my herd.
He is Give me a perception plus empathy roll to see what you can figure out about him that he would not say.
Okay. Perception plus empathy. Okay. Difficulty?
7.
7. Only one success.
He is changed by the time you get to the room.
Okay.
But he's dressed in like a black turtleneck, jeans, black leather gloves. He hasn't put it on yet, but he's got like a black ski mask. And there's the, little chit chat, and then, the date. And from the clothes he has changed out of that you can see folded on a chair, and from the soft hands and the way he is groomed, which you can't exactly change as easily as a shirt, you get the idea that maybe he's in some kind of advisory or caretaking job.
Oh, okay. Does he seem particularly wealthy based on those clothes and the grooming and everything?
Not particularly.
Okay.
But he's definitely white collar.
Okay. So as part of the conversation beforehand, I assume is he communicative in properly negotiating the scene? Like, that would be something familiar to Geni. She's like probably done kink before back home, so like no, and I'm sure Henriette would give her more tools to properly negotiate a scene.
Henriette has made sure that Geni knows the safe and best ways to negotiate a scene.
Okay.
That's why she was like, that was one of the first things she made sure that Geni knew.
Makes sense.
And it had a chance to practice with other hookers, with Henriette, just practice conversations.
Okay.
Give her some things to look out for, like tricks, bullshit guys try to pull. And he is practiced.
Okay. And he doesn't try any bullshit?
No, he doesn't try any bullshit. Okay. And it's almost like he is also following the script that Henriette gave you.
Okay. As part of that negotiation, I will ask if he is fine being drugged as part of the turnabout, and shows the pill that Lex gave. And mentions that this can be part of play, but will be shown beforehand at all times.
Yes.
Okay. Great.
He also wants to know what it is, but he like, after the conversation, he takes a considered moment, and then he says yes.
Okay. And Jay makes it clear that, like, it's only with consent and won't come into play at all, until we're in the scene. Great. He sounds great. What's his name?
The name he gives you is Paul.
All right. Yeah, this seems like pretty much everything Geni could hope for. So, as far as I heard,